Damn shook Sam's hand. Sam smiled, holding back a tear. "I wish you guys well," Sam said. "We will be fine." Damn smiled and looked over at Shineless. "She needs to set foot on a planet, see a sun." "I know." "You going to be good here?" Damn asked. Sam took a breath and looked over at Kill-All in his new police chief uniform, standing next to the entry gantry. "The casino is going to open in a few days. Everyone here needs me." Damn nodded. "And it's good to be needed." Sam nodded in agreement. "Being needed keeps us alive." Damn pulled Sam into a hug. "It's weird being you, not being you, you know?" Sam hugged his clone back. "I know." Sam hugged tighter. "I'm gonna miss you." Damn patted him. "Be safe here, okay? Keep on Crackletooth, get that beacon up and going all right." Sam nodded, almost shedding a tear. "You take care of Shineless. She looks like the captain, but she's just a girl." Damn smiled. "And I look like you, but I'm barely her senior." "True." Sam waved at Curator and Shineless on the gantry. "Good luck. Save worlds and shit." Curator waved back. "Don't blow up before we get back." Sam laughed. "I'll try not to." Sam patted Damn on the arm. "Good luck, bro." They fist bumped, and Damn walked over to the girls. The three left down the gantry to the totem's ship. Sam and Kill-All started toward the atrium elevator, so he could watch them disappear into the black. Fuimos, the colorful floating worm with the tentacle feathers, flashed at Sam. Sam's comm translated as he walked around the outer ring. "We have successfully split. My cohort is in the control room monitoring for you. You discussed me working in the casino?" Sam nodded. "Yes. You will be given all the data we have so far on visiting species, and you will be tasked with spotting any cheaters. Think you can do that?" "Yes," it flashed. "I will enjoy watching them. Do you think many would cheat?" Sam shrugged. "I have no idea. I don't think any humans have opened a casino for aliens before. This is all uncharted territory. Your species doesn't communicate with others. You are an anomaly?" it asked. Sam shook his head. "No, we do, but back home there are only 4 other species." He smiled with a laugh. "Not like here. There is something new on every ship, it seems. I bet when we make contact back home I'll get some awards or something." "They will award you for meeting species?" "Probably. Who knows?" Sam turned the hall toward the casino. He walked through with Fuimos floating in behind him. "I don't care if they do or not. I'll just be happy to talk to other people. You have a need for your own kind. That is good. Group strength." Sam walked the empty casino floor. Several box spiders were working on fixed tables. "Orbit." Orbit's hologram half appeared. Lines etched through him. "Yes, sir." "We still on schedule?" "There are hiccups throughout our planning, sir. The Sokwa are pushing their employees to learn the games, but many human games are giving them trouble. They like them, but they are not good at them. I worry allowing them to run the tables." "Shit. What about Greenfeet? His people good?" "Yes, sir. They have completed their waitstaff training and appear ready." "Will the floor be ready by opening day? I see there are still lots of the box spiders working." He walked over to some laying filament on a table. "Will they be able to get the green felt right?" "The floor will be ready. I am having the felt sourced through one of Crunch Crunch's children. She has proven to have a knack with plastics." Sam nodded, looking around. "Good. Throw money at her then. If we can get anything going to up our plastics, that would be good." "Yes, sir. I will offer her her own lab space." "Thank you, Orbit." Sam looked over at Fuimos. "Feel free to get settled in the casino security office. Get the cameras situated how you like them." "I will," it said. "Thank you, Sam. I appreciate the opportunity to work here." "I am thankful for you." Sam nodded and the two parted. The Fuimos going through the casino floor to the back halls, and Sam leaving back out the front towards a waiting Kill-All. Kill-All, Hislips, and 2 Scribbler officers accompanied Sam into the zoo. The group walked past the enclosures, over to the Preserver's lab. The Preserver was looking over some files on a display when they entered. He stood up and bobbed his body to greet them. "Hello, Sam." He looked over at the Scribblers. "Hello as well." You still have the decapitated preserver stored in here? Sam asked. Yes, I have it here. Why do you ask? Sam looked around the lab. And Finnegan passed away 3 cycles ago. Do you have that body as well? Yes. They gave it to me to repurpose the materials. Everything is approved. No one is mad at me for these things. The preserver spun, focusing his eyes slowly on the scribblers. I have done nothing more wrong. I have been reading your laws. I know I have rights here. Sam looked at his lips. You okay with this? The Finnegan bobbed his ears. Yes, I talked to the clan. We are good with the plan. Sam walked over and faced the preserver. I want the 2 bodies. Put them on one of your float trays for me. The preserver paused and looked down at his chest device. He fiddled with 2 of the dials. Say that again. Put the 2 bodies on a float tray and give them to me, Sam said, an edge to his voice. The preserver bobbed up and down, shrinking some into his torso, and then did as he was told. He lifted the bodies out of the cylinder they were stored in and hefted them onto a nearby float tray. He pushed it around the table to Sam. Sam nodded to his slips, and a scribbler jumped from Killall's shoulder onto the tray. All right, let's go. The group walked out of the lab. The preserver spun back and forth, focusing on them with different eyes as they left out the zoo. The group arrived at the brig with the floating tray containing the 2 corpses. Sam walked over to the console and opened up comms. Hello? Parry, you there? The parasite within walked its bodies over near the mic in the wall. I am here. How are you, Dam? This is Sam. Dam is away on a mission for me. Hello, Sam. I am still debating what to do with you. Many on the station want you burned along with the rest of your clusters. What do you think of that? I would not like that. I apologize for what I did, it said. Dam said you are amenable to the name Parry. That true? Yes, it is a shortened form of the word you call me, parasite. I'm okay with it. It is a fitting descriptor. Parry, have you been getting enough food? Are you keeping well? Yes, Sam. The grazers have been leaving me numerous squishies in the lock. I have gained some weight and am feeling well. Good. Well, we are going to conduct a test. We are going to open the door. You are going to stay where you are. Do you understand? Yes. But why are you opening the door? Parry asked. Do as you're told. Do you understand? Sam said. Parry stood still for a moment as Sam watched the monitor. It shifted its bodies away from the door. I understand. If you make any movements toward us, we will open fire. We will aim to kill. Do you understand? Yes. It twitched its bodies. Do not move forward. Stay still. I will do so. I do not want shot. Sam looked at the group. They backed up and pulled out their various guns. The scribblers' rifles, carried on the larger officers' backs, were as long as the scribblers. Sam readied his fragger. Orbit, open Brig 1 doors. Yes, sir. Opening Brig 1 doors. The doors opened up. The smell of rot caused Sam to wince. Sam regained his composure and moved the tray slowly into the cell. He stepped back out. Orbit close Brig 1 doors. Yes, sir. Closing Brig 1 doors. Sam looked at the monitor as Parry looked at the bodies. Parry, I want you to get into those 2 bodies. Can you do that? Yes, that is doable. They are riper than these. Thank you. I was starting to dislike them. This isn't for you. These bodies are for the people on board this station. No one wants to see you walking around with their murdered loved ones. Do you understand? Somewhat. I know I do not like hurt, and can sympathize about my own actions upon their people. I am saddened the others were killed. I understand. Good. Climb in those, and we are going to open the doors again, Sam instructed. The parasite eased tendrils into the cold bodies. Lumps and string pulled free from the old husks and slithered into the 2 bodies. The corpses contorted and shifted, rising up off the tray to a stand. The old desiccated bodies fell limp. The newly undecapitated preserver spoke. I am in. It is a tight fit, but I am in. Sam looked as 8 other officers arrived. 2 Craddock, 3 Grazer, 2 Finnegan, and a scribbler turned the corner, weapons at the ready. Good you all are here. We're about to do the walk. Everyone nodded. Parry, you are going to stand still once more. We are going to open the doors. You are going to obey what I say, or we will put you down. Do you understand? Yes, Sam. I will stand still, Parry said through both inflated corpses. Orbit, open Brig 1 doors. Brig 1 doors opening, sir. The doors opened and the officers aimed their weapons. Sam stood in the center of the main brig room, staring at the two newly animated bodies. Take 3 steps forward. The parasite moved the bodies 3 steps forward in unison. Everyone prepare for the walk. Sam moved his hand up. Parry, you are going to walk to me. We are going to walk around the outer ring. These officers will have their guns trained on you the entire time. If you make any move outside of what I instruct you, they will destroy you. Do you understand? Yes. We are going to walk. I will not do anything but what you say. I do not want destroyed. Sam walked backwards. The officers backed up and got into a spaced-out square formation. Parry, you are going to walk here, into the center of our square here. You will walk in unison with us. Stay in the center. You will not talk to anyone besides me. You will not touch anyone at all. Do you understand? Parry spoke using both their mouths. Yes, I understand. Tendrils between the bodies vibrated as it spoke. Then let us conduct our walk, Sam said, and motioned the parasite to the designated spot. Residents stood in doorways watching, holding their loved ones, as the prisoner was walked around the station. A pack of 3 grazers shouted and spit. Sam raised a hand and the group stopped. Parry stopped in place. Parry, apologize to these people, Sam instructed. Parry looked at Sam. You told me not to talk to anyone. Good, you followed instructions. I want you to pause that order, apologize to these people, then remain silent once more. Understand? Parry turned and looked at the 3 young grazers. I am sorry I killed some of your people. It was a mistake. Sam nodded. Good. Sam rolled his finger in the air. Everyone continue. The group started walking again. Parry stayed lockstep in the center. The group did the lap around the station in an hour. They walked back into the brig, and Sam had Parry approach his cell. Sam looked inside. The bodies had been removed by a grazer custodial team and incinerated. Orbit, any issues? Sam asked. No, bodies are burnt. No sign of any other parasites. Sam turned to Parry. This is phase 1. We will do this several more times over the next few cycles. You okay with this? Yes. I will do as you instruct. Sam motioned for Parry to get in the cell. Parry stepped the bodies inside. Sam stared at the creatures, wisps of string floating in the air between them. Dan mentioned before he left that you are pretty good at poker. That true? Yes, I enjoy the game. Dam is a good opponent. Sam turned away from the door. Orbit, lock Brig 1 doors. Locking doors, sir. Sam and the other officers walked in, step out of the brig and toward the makeshift police offices. Sam looked at his slips. I want you to get everyone on the same page. Talk to your people. Make sure they are okay with this. Sam looked over at the grazer officer on his right. Run it past yours as well. Killall stepped up beside Sam. Do not worry, Sam. It is a good idea. It either works, or we get to shoot the filthy creature. Either is a good thing. Sam nodded. That is the big selling point. Sam sighed. The station was alive with visitors. The new lower docks were open, allowing 12 ships at a time to berth there, as well as the existing 4 upper docks. The outer ring had clusters of crowds walking around. The restaurants all had wait times from 30 minutes to an hour. The arcade had creatures of all shapes and sizes looking over whatever constituted a shoulder to watch gamers competing on machines. The stores had shoppers milling about, picking out curios from across the nearby edge worlds. The new hot dam was full of craddock drinking and talking. Twain was bustling, and all were waiting for the doors to open on the new casino. Sam sat comfortably in his control room chair. Fuimos was behind him, encircled by 200 displays. 14 other creatures, Infinigans, Scribblers, Grazers, and 1 Craddock, were watching station readings and monitors. Orbit, status. Everything is a go, sir. No issues. Power nominal. Sewers are maintaining flow. We have adequate food, air, and water supplies. There have been 10 minor ailments that are being treated by the EIR, but all are pre-existing and not due to any Twain personnel or machinery. How is Parry? It causing any issues? Sam asked. No, sir. His two bodies are actively practicing dealing at two of the poker tables. He is wearing the uniforms as you instructed. How are the guards? They still watching him? Yes, sir. Fuimos answered. I have one of my eyes on it specifically, and my cohort has 10 specifically watching as well. How are your processors doing, Orbit? You overclocking again? I am just under max limit, sir. I have managed to piggyback off several of the ship's dock to help me manage the monitoring and data consumption. Sam nodded. Good. Have you got good data on the visiting species? Sam looked over several of the screens. There are so many. There could be interactions we have no idea about. I am running all medical files to the air to catalog, sir. The SFP are actively scenting the main docking hall. One of the SFP clusters is manning a data entry console, and they are filling out potential chemo conflicts. Sam smiled. Good. Hopefully all goes well. Sam looked over at the Craddock. Grenar, how are the young ones? Grenar turned and growled. The comms in the room translated. The little preservers are well fed, and they are assisting the SFP decipher some of the DNA strands that show issue. So far, no virulent strains have found. And the original? How is he doing? He's doing surveys in the outer ring, collecting DNA samples in exchange for Clamcoin. He is allowing us to make a copy of his logs for a fee, Orbit said. So far, all is well, sir. Sam stood up. Well then, I'm going down to the casino. It sounds like we are ready to open the doors. Sam stepped out onto the balcony overlooking the playing floor. Aliens, some he recognized, others new to him, slithered, walked, strutted, and stood all around. A dozen grazers were playing roulette off to his left, while in front of him at Parry's tables, several members of the Great Arm Council species were playing high-stakes poker. Sam radioed on his comms. Crunch, crunch. You there? Yes, Sam. How goes it? Crunch, crunch replied. How are you doing in the pawn shop? We are giving out loans with numerous interesting things for collateral. I am having a hard time keeping my brood from taking things apart. They have trouble understanding that these things are not ours yet. They aren't ours yet, right? No. If they don't pay things back in 30 days, they will be ours. Unless you buy them outright. You been buying things? Yes, on the things Guachuk gave us a list of prices for. We have bought several tech items out of our own funds. We got a plastic chem printer and a matching refiner. Crackletooth's daughters will like that one. I owe them a tink gift. Good. Orbit, you copy? Yes, sir. How are the proceeds so far? Sam asked. Slot machines are doing well. The payout rate is set, and we are staying above profit margin on them. We have had 2 angry Craddock escorted out for almost breaking a machine. The craps table has several that are up on it, but overall it is in profit. Sam watched Parry, staring at its animated hands dealing the cards. Parry's tables are crowded. Has he made any abhorrent moves? No, sir. The Soqua boss is there next to him, sir. He's reporting that the crowd is intrigued by the competition play, and also a significant amount are whispering about Parry. They caught rumors about him on the datanet. Keep a line of sight on him. He does anything wrong, I want 2 plasma rounds coring him. Understood? Understood, sir. Message relayed to kill all and all station forces. Put me through to Parry's intercom. You are patched in, sir. Parry, Sam said. You copy? Yes, sir. Parry said via maneuvering a manipulator within the corpse of the preserver. I am here. Parry, so far I am seeing you are doing well. You haven't made any moves on anyone. I'm proud of you. Keep it up. Thank you, sir. I am enjoying dealing. The playstyles I'm observing are quick and lightning. Good. Keep focused on dealing. Sam watched Parry from above. You had any urges? You wanting to kill anyone? No, sir. Parry typed. I ate my fill before my shift. I should be good for several hours. Thank you, Parry. Sam out. Sam closed the comm channel. Orbit, I'm going to do a lap of the station. Keep an open channel to me. I want constant updates. Yes, sir. We are monitoring and will keep you informed of any developments. Thank you, Orbit. Sam left the balcony through the back employee doors. He walked through the halls and exited into the break room. He waved at 2 seated Stychians of Greenfeet's clan. They were resting and getting a dandelion sweet drink before going back out. Don't let me disturb you guys. You're doing great out there. Thank you for serving. A short one with black and green striations raised its glass. "Thank you for work, Sam. Our clan owes you." The other raised its glass. "Sam, we give you much respect. Thank you." Sam smiled and stepped into a room with 4 guards. He nodded at the officers and left through the outer door into the outer circle main hall. On Lower Dock 7, the ship with call sign Blue Soft One opened up several hidden doors inside. System Lord Sunowner the 7th and 6 clans, including Thinwalk and his tribe, exited and entered onto the main dock corridor, all with weapons armed and aimed. "Sir." "What's up, Orbit?" Sam said while leaning against a wall while eating a bowl of ice cream from the cornucopia. "Development, sir," Orbit said. "We are currently being invaded by Felbian troops. System Lord Sunowner is leading a charge through the station. His ship is now emitting a request that his slaves be returned and that you surrender yourself to him." "Holy shit." Sam dropped the ice cream. "Issue full station alarm. Get everyone armed. Lock down the zoo and alert the preserver to protect all officer brain scans. Alert the air to be ready for incoming injured, and send his slips and the scribblers to defend the infirmary." "Message is sent, sir." Sam ran down the hall toward the bank arm. He turned into the arm hoping to get to his quarters to suit up, but entered into battle. Infinigan were hunkered next to support beams, firing rifles and pistols down the hall at the invading Stygians. They rushed forward. Several Infinigan fell. Sam saw the charge. "Retreat! Hurry back to the outer ring!" The Infinigan ran through the door. "Orbit, seal this door." "Yes, sir." The door shut and sealed as several plasma bursts zipped through. "They are efficient and brute-forcing the lock, sir. It will not hold for long." Sam looked at the stressed faces of the Infinigan. Several were sporting scorch wounds. "Follow me. Backup should be at the casino. We can meet them there and start an advance back." The group started down the ring back toward the casino. The preserver pinged Sam. "Sam, they are trying to breach the zoo. They are attacking all over the station," Sam said, as several large, crusty aliens ran past moaning. One had a plasma burn on its legs. "Do what you can to hold them back. Protect the backups and your files." "I can do numerous things, Sam. What is it you want me to?" "I do not know what to do, Sam." Worry was evident even though it was just a translation. "Preserver, I want you to live. I want you to protect the zoo. Do whatever you need to. This is war. Do you copy?" "I copy, Sam. I will hold the zoo." Sam ran down the hall past the junction leading to the Hagfish Temple and stepped into the main trade hall. Several tribes were heading toward him. Numerous aliens were held at gunpoint. One saw him and waved hands to get him. Numerous started charging, firing their multiple blasters at him. Sam took a hit in his scarred left arm. His flesh singed as the plasma stuck. He screamed in pain. The Infinigan police with him followed their training and took cover, offering cover fire. One tried to pull Sam out of the middle of the hall, but was shot in the chest. The Infinigan fell over, ears going limp. Sam looked at them coming. They didn't fire. They were closing for the capture, while shooting at the retreating Infinigan. One stood in front of Sam, gun pointed at his forehead. Sam felt the burn twinge, sending pain up his arm. He held his breath, awaiting another blast from the Stygian in front of him. He shut his eyes, grimacing. A roar echoed down the hall from behind Sam. Sam fell to the ground and opened his eyes, the floor shaking under him. A giant contorted face of Shineless charged down the hall, shrieking. The Stygians were firing at it, but the rounds hit the giant face and flashed out, having dealt minor burn damage. The face opened its mouth, screaming even louder. Insectile limbs with clawed human hands came out. Flesh moved and contorted around the multi-pupilled eyes. The Stygians kept firing, while it closed and grabbed one. It hauled it into its mouth. A loud crunch followed. Several Stygian legs fell out, while it charged the next one. Sam held his arm as he watched. A pink tendril coiled around his arm, and a circular fang-filled mouth opened in his face. Sam screamed. "We have you, Sam. Do not worry. We will help," the hagfish said while petting him to calm down. "Do not worry, Sam. We are helping. You are safe." Sam looked down the hall. The Stygians were fleeing back toward the casino. "Orbit, come in orbit." "Sir, I saw you get hit. What is your status?" "Do not worry about me. Everyone in the casino. Is Green Feet okay?" The casino is under siege, sir. Sun owner has the main floor and is holding over 50 guests hostage at gunpoint. He is demanding you surrender the station to him. Sam looked at his arm. Stall him. Offering bribes now, sir. Orbit responded. Good. Get me time to get a plan in motion. Yes, sir. On it.